Today's video is about dealing with a horse's stiff and hollow sides. A horse is said to be stiff on a side when he wants to brace or pull against one rein, say the left rein, or hollow on a side when he wants to avoid contact altogether with the rein. In this case, if he's stiff on the left, he'll be hollow on the right. So as our video begins, we start with indeed coming across the diagonal, and you'll see he comes above the bit, and as he does, you see his head tilts a little to the right, and I give my hands a bit, send him on, and he comes back into a good frame. We'll look at that again now in slow motion. You can see he comes above, I bring my hands forward and up, and just keep riding him forward. He comes back and round, and correction is over. Now we're going to deal with the same issue on the circle. He's being a little hollow on the right side today, so the hollow side is out. And when he starts to come above here, I keep the contact even, which has several effects. First of all, he bends to the outside. Second of all, he falls in. Third of all, his rhythm and tempo are all lost, and I don't care about any of them. I'm simply going to keep the contact the same on left and right rein. I'm going to let him fall in. I'm going to keep asking him to go until he figures out, as he did right there, his life is just much easier when he accepts the rein on the outside and moves out to the bigger circle by bending correctly. Here he's starting to think about falling in again, and I'm like, okay, go ahead, fall in all you want. It's not my job to save you. And again, he fixes it mostly by himself. I'm encouraging him a little bit to move out, but I'm not worrying about it if he doesn't. And you can see he starts to move a little bit better at that point because of it. As we come out of the corner, you can see he's above. He wants to pull on the left rein and avoid the right. And I have the same exact reaction as I'm going to keep the contact even on the left and the right, which, because now the hollow side's to the inside, bends him correctly. And although he's still not real happy about that. But you don't worry about anything when they're being stiff and hollow. You just make them even and let them sort it out over time. Here we've got the hollow side out again, and he's starting to think, well, maybe. Still not 100%. He's playing around as we go across the diagonal. I let him fall in at the far end. I don't care that he's counterbent. I don't care that he fell in. I care that he's always presented with an even set of reins for this phase, for this problem. And now you can see he's starting to settle down and say, okay, I get it. I have to move into the rein. And it's not a stiff, harsh rein. It's got to be an elastic, accepting rein. But you can see that once he's had his little, hissy fit or whatever, he's starting to come through fairly nicely now. I'd like him to be a little bit more in front of the vertical, but that's sort of this horse. And we're off and back to business. And that's the way you deal with a stiff, hollow horse.